In November 1959, the Tutsis from certain areas were forced to relocate to the Nyamata refugee camp in Bugesera. The land was considered uninhabitable as local people could not grow their crops. The United Nations General Assembly wrote to the Rwandan government insisting they close the camps and allow these Rwandans to return to their homes, but the government dismissed the order. In 1980, the Nyamata Church was created. On April 7th, in 1994, Hutus started burning down Tutsi homes in Nyamata. Around 11,000 Tutsi came to the church to seek refuge from the violence. Between April 14th and 16th, 5,000 Tutsi were killed inside the church. The killers threw grenades to break down the walls and then used guns and machetes to finish their work. Those who escaped the massacre hid in bushes, hoping the militia search parties would not find them, and waited until the RPF liberated the area. The altar is still stained with blood, and the Virgin Mary statue overlooks dozens of pews of dirty clothes and identity cards of the victims. Before 1994, churches were safe havens and were respected by killers. That was no longer the case. Since 1959, Tutsis had been discriminated and pushed out of the Bufundu region and were forced to settle in the outskirts of the Kibungo and Bugesera regions. They would continue to be targeted in the First and Second Republics until the events in 1994. On April 16th, in 1994, 65,000 Rwandans fled the surrounding area to the technical school at Murambi. These Rwandese were told the French government would protect them, but instead the water was cut off and food not delivered. Alas, the victims became too weak to defend themselves, and the French soldiers disappeared, allowing the Interahamwe and local Hutus to surround the area and attack the school on April 21st, 1994. To cover up the mass graves and hide the acts of genocide, the French government built a volleyball court on top and turned the killing sites into their headquarters for Operation Turquoise. What makes this memorial unique are the 848 mummified bodies in which we see the last moments before the victim's death. As one walks through the rooms, one notices small bodies of children still in their school shorts, victims' hands covering their faces, and people reaching out to a loved one. The pungent smell of incense filtrates through one's nose as one walks through classrooms after classroom, seeing the effects of evil. But at the same time, as one walks through a place filled with so much death, one is still surrounded by so much beauty, engulfed in the vivid, luscious, green rolling hills. It really does cause one to question humanity.